What's the meaning of this thing that happened to me? It may it be even a death, may it be even a breakup, may it be even you not getting a job again. You assigned a meaning, right? As I said, when you shift the meaning and you assign situations, you shift your frequency. When you shift the meaning you assign to situations, right? You shift your frequency. Your frequency is basically what you believe, right? So you believe differently when you shift that frequency, when you shift that meaning and you assign a new meaning to a situation. For example, a breakup, a loss of a job, an interview you never get, the job you never get, things like that, right? So if you never get an interview, you applied, you sent your CV, you were excited, you were hopeful that you would get this interview, this interview. You don't get that interview. What meaning do you assign to that situation? Oh my God, the situation is hopeless. You can say this. You can say, oh my God, I can never get an interview. Ooh, jobs are hard to get. Oh, things are so bad in this country when it comes to jobs. Now you are putting a meaning to it, right? You putting that meaning. Now, when we all collectively agree on putting the same meaning, we now manifest it globally. We now manifest this whole situation in a macro level. You understand? That's what we need to understand. When you shift that meaning, right, and give it a new meaning and assign it a new meaning, the situation will shift the frequency for you. And then you shift your frequency and you shift your entire reality. So when you shift your frequency, you shift your entire reality. Okay, very important. Now, belief creates a filter. Your belief is the filter. Your belief is the filter. If a man believes a woman doesn't respond well when he loves them fully, that's his filter, that's his belief, right? That belief becomes the lens through which he sees all women, not just that woman, but all women, right? Because then it becomes a worldview, a belief, an assumption about woman. When he believes that when I love a woman fully, I will not get that woman that's gonna love me, right? That's my belief. My belief is that there's a shortage of women that can ever love me back totally the way I love them. Now that's lack, right? Now you vibrating in the frequency of lack because your belief creates the filter. Your belief creates the filter. If you believe you are intelligent, you are smart, you are creative, that's your filter. That's your belief. So everything in life is going to be filtered around your high self-esteem. Okay. Now you're going to be seeing success flow in your life because you believe that you are creative, you are intelligent, you are smart, you are beautiful. You believe that you are worthy. So now you're able to now attract according to that because that's your filter. Your belief creates your filter in life, right? So in other words, you're going to get everything according to what you believe. All right. And if you don't believe in this, right, what I'm talking about now, go and test it. Ask yourself things, look at yourself where you are at this moment, right? And ask yourself, okay, I am in a situation now. Is it because it just happened by chance? Or did it happen because it's linked to my belief, my worldview, my filter? Okay. Meaning creates frequency because whatever meaning we give something, it creates a frequency. When he falls in love, he feels that the woman doesn't love him back equally, right? That's his belief, right? He assigns a negative meaning to it, right? Because that's what he's creating. Meaning creates frequency. Thank you for liking my life. Meaning creates frequency. We need to be aware about that. Thanks for joining my live. Is it Vukubi? How are you, my lovey? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Lukona is your name. How are you doing, love? I'm Sissy Life Coach, motivational speaker. If you here for the first time, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. My channel is about spirituality, manifesting, and living your best life and self-development and self-awareness. Today we're speaking about frequency and how we actually attract things in our life, right? So I'm going bit by bit explaining it basically, right? I spoke about belief being the filter. Meaning creates frequency. When you assign a meaning to something, that's a frequency, right? When he falls in love, for example, we was talking about this guy that feels that when he loves women that don't reciprocate or give back that love that he gives, he believes that he can never find a woman that can actually love him the way he loves them. In other words, there's lack. He's feeling in lack, right? So I spoke about how his belief can actually is creating his reality, right? Because I mentioned that this topic came about when I had a discussion earlier this week with one of my colleagues,